Senior and Senior involved a mother and daughter who were travelling into this country from the Caribbean. The case of R versus Senior and Senior questioned whether a caution should have been administered to the suspects in the airport prior to their being questioned regarding luggage which contained drugs.
When they arrived at Heathrow, the Customs and Excise were suspicious of one of their suitcases and in fact had drilled into it and found cocaine. They then placed the suitcase back into the system and waited to see who would pick up the suitcases from the carousel. And the two, Senior, mother and daughter, picked up the cases, and at that point they were approached by Customs and Excise.
Now, Mrs. Senior and her daughter picked up their bags from the carousel and were allowed by Customs and Excise to proceed through the Green Channel, nothing to declare. And as is often the way when one proceeds through that channel, various questions were asked of them. The Court of Appeal in Senior and Senior wasted little time deciding that those two women ought to have been cautioned. There was an abundance of evidence that an offence had been committed. On the one hand, Customs had spiked their luggage and done a field test which had turned out positive for cocaine. On the other hand, Customs officers had observed those two women picking up two cases from the carousel, which interestingly, they'd even noticed that they had struggled to pick them up because of the